Hey, I hear music, so we're live. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Raymond, on Sunday, or I should say Ramen on Sunday. I both ways for a wonderful show, I'm sure, as always. And we are the Upside Down Players, the vintage house team. We are coached by the inestimably illustrious Adam Cawley, and to show you how we have just blossomed under his tutelage. We're going to do a little couple of scenes, but it's going to start with what we call a cocktail party. And everybody come on up and say hi. This is the Upside Down Players. And once we're finished cocktailing, we'll do some scenes after that. But first, happy Father's Day to all your dads and dad adjacents, and you're just like a dad to me, whatever, like Adam, of course, us. And I hope your family has brought you here as a special treat on your special day. Okay, guys, off and then on.
And a suggestion.
Suggestion, please.
The suggestion is going to be water.
Suggestion is water.
I just love kayaking on the water.
Oh, I know. I like something about it is very meditative, you know?
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, it just feels so good to be able to just paddle and just feel like you're out there in nature and like you're just so away from the city. Even
You
if
sound
you're
like you have a
there.
lot of experience. Do you have a lot of experience kayaking?
Oh, a ton.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, one time recently, like I got caught in the weeds and I couldn't get out, and I was like pulling at the paddle. And what are you supposed to do?
Oh, it can be the worst. Sometimes you use the paddle to go ahead and push yourself away.
That's the only thing, right?
Oh, yeah. Or you avoid it altogether before you get there.
That it.
Yeah.
You know, I've been watering the roses, and I don't think roses really know how to blossom and smell. You know what I mean?
I can't keep a goddamn plant alive.
Tell me
Thank
about
goodness I didn't have children.
Yeah.
Not in the water.
Exactly. Like having a house plant is like really committing some kind of crime, you know?
I think they look at me and then just commit suicide.
Oh, they give up. Yes.
Yeah.
And the snarls. Have you ever seen those plants just kind of snarl at you? You know they're snarling.
I thought I was losing my mind. Yes, mine just starts going like
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yes. That little shame things that the tall cactus do.
Exactly.
Those cacti have it in.
I'm telling you, sometimes the roses, I know the branches just come out just so they can stick me with the thorn.
Totally.
I think my spider plant is trying to strangle me.
Oh.
You know, sometimes when I'm kayaking, I've even got caught with the plants to the point where I feel like they're trying to strangle me.
Yeah, because you know what I read? They are trying to strangle you.
Really?
Yes. Yes. I saw that in a made-for-TV movie.
Really?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, and I always just thought kayaking was so safe. It's one of the safest sports around.
Well, you know, it's like airplanes. I mean, it is safe until it isn't safe, right? I mean,
I gotta say, this fuchsia plant I have, you would think it's beautiful, right? But no, I think it has attitude. It's a snob. Some plants are snob.
I think my houseplants like whisper to each other and talk about me behind my back.
Oh, I hate that. The gossips. Oh, God. I bet you have a philodendron. They're known for gossiping.
Oh yeah. That Phil.
How about I tried a Christmas plant one time. Yeah, I think it was going to bloom in Christmas 1958.
You know, I actually thought about kayaking Christmas time, even though it was cold outside.
you know, that's a super cool idea. I love that idea because you know what? I got to get away from my relatives sometime and I could just say, hey, I'm going to go kayaking.
Yeah, I just think it's one of the best ideas ever.
It is.
I mean,
Totally.
and
That's
you
how
have to go for a kayak trip instead of spending time with family for Christmas.
I get the family not to come over. I just have put out the plants that have the worst tude, right? And they just like, and then the family doesn't want to come anymore, right?
Exactly. That it.
Yep,
Got an attitude. I'll give you that.
I certainly do. I mean, after spending all that time with the family, what else am I going to do? Sis?
I don't know. I think you really gave it to him this time.
Sandy Hanley.
I know, sis. I mean, that's the best way to be, but you know, you do a good job too. And that's what I love about you as my sister.
Thanks. I just love the way you throw yourself in there and then I don't have to deal with them because they're so busy yelling at you and putting you down that I could just sit back and relax.
I love being the scapegoat. It's just what I like.
Bethany, I'm so lucky to have you.
Okay.
Maybe could you come into work with me and kind of do the same thing? Could you tell my boss off and maybe
Yeah, of
get it right?
course. I mean, like I said, I love being the scapegoat. I just love doing it. It's what thrills me in life.
Because I got to tell you, I'm not doing so well at work, and
Really? Well, don't worry. I'll give it to your boss.
make it seem like it's his fault. You know, really put it to him that the only reason I'm not succeeding is he's a jerk.
Well,
Can you
of course, because he didn't give you the proper training. You know, that's what a boss should be doing is giving you the proper training so you could be successful. And if you're not, it's his fault for not training you correctly.
I didn't even think of that way. That's actually true. That's actually true.
See, I'm just telling you.
That it.
Hey, Fuchs. Hey, Fuchs.
I see you down there. What are you doing?
I got some good skinny on the owners. I got some good skinny fuchsia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, what do you got?
yeah. Marvin. Marvin is planning to make cupcakes for Angelina.
Well, I wish you would give me some water once in a while because I'm getting kind of dry here.
Oh my God, you're so wilted, Fuchs, baby.
Oh,
You-
look at me. I used to be somebody and now I'm a wilted plant.
Oh my God, when they brought you in here, I had such an inferiority complex. I'm glad you're kind of looking ugly.
Oh, gee, thanks. But boy, I see you're still getting plenty of water. You got a nice shine about you.
Thank you. Well, you know, us philodendrons, we grow no matter what, you know? That's
Yeah,
how.
I noticed you was trying to make a break for it through the window the other day.
Yeah, they came and snapped me right on my little leaf. Look at my little leaf.
Yeah, you know what they called when they came to me? They said they were deadheading me. Deadheading me. How dare they?
Oh my God, you know, they've got some attitude. Let me tell you some other scoop about it. Hey, you know, Cacti over there, you know him? He's such, isn't he stuck up?
He is so uppity. Oh my God, you think because you got a couple pricks on you, you can get away with things.
No. Well, guess what? They're getting rid of him. I heard it. They said he doesn't flower.
You know, this boat is just like amazing.
Wow, I'm glad you like it. I wasn't sure for a first date if this was, being out on the water like this with a virtual stranger, if you'd be comfortable.
Oh, this is a perfect first date. I'm just surprised you're comfortable with me that way.
There's something about being outside and water, water, water.
Yeah. And there's something about first dates where you just can't get away from the other person.
Yeah, so we have to get along or else we might die when we go down these rapids, and
Mhm.
it shows cooperation.
It shows how courageous you are.
And you, courageous, to answer my personal ad like that.
Of course, I would go ahead and answer your personal ad. You're a female.
Oh, what they say. I did give you my real name, didn't I?
I'm assuming that Let's Go Partying is your real name.
Yep. So I can show you my driver's license if you need to see it.
Yeah, I'm sure Let's Go is definitely your first name and Party's your last name. Come on.
And according to what I put in my ad, you don't have any like family, right? They wouldn't know if you're missing or anything.
Oh, no, not at all. But you know, you don't have any family either. So I was thinking the same thing.
Wow, it's like, wow, you're like perfect for me. Just, would you mind helping me? Could you grab the other oar just so you can move a little bit?
Yes, I can grab something and start paddling.
Yeah,
But I think there's other things to do with oars too.
I don't know what you mean.
You haven't figured out how to use things in creative ways?
No, I actually I only saw how to do this on a YouTube video, so this is the only thing I know how to do.
Oh. So you don't have that creative streak about you.
Well, don't hold that against me. I'm open to
Oh, no, you're courageous. Of course, I wouldn't hold it against you.
What are you doing with that oar?
Oh, I'm just showing you that you can do other things with an oar.
Okay, all right.
You know, there's definitely stuff you can do. You know, you can cross them like this.
It's like baton twirling or something, or
Yeah, you could do that. You could try that.
Mhm.
But you know, I'd be careful not to lose the oar.
Edit. Hi. Hey, Jennifer, we're here for the party, but you got all these plants in front of the door.
Oh, you wanted to get in? Oh yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Wait a second, just a moment, just a second.
What are you doing with all these plants in front of the door? What's going on?
I figured I would decorate for the party, but it just got a little out of control. Wait a second, just a second. Okay, all right. Come, well, sort of step over them. Just step over them a little bit.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. Got to be careful with that cactus.
Oh yeah, boy, that's like a guardian at the door. You know what I mean?
Gosh, you've got all your plants just kind of all on your bed and all around the edges of the room. What how are you going to have a party with all these plants all over the place?
Well, Dad, I figured you'd come and help me. Can you you're so good at parties. Can you make something happen?
Well, I guess if we lined up the succulents, that would be a start. We should line up the succulents.
Okay. All right. I'm lining up the succulents. Succulent?
Can you clear off that table? Your mother's bringing her, her favorite shepherd's pie. So
okay, good. But Dad, before she comes, Dad, I feel like I'm just just like I'm doing bad socially in school. Like I know you invited some of my friends, but maybe you shouldn't have.
Oh, Jennifer.
I'm just a nerd. They shouldn't come to. And look at all. I'm just a botany nerd.
Oh, honey, you're so hard on yourself. I mean, you do have. Although I like what you've done with the moss on the floor. You should talk to people sometimes too. I mean, you spend so much time with your plants.
Well, college is tough, there's nobody who's into plants like me, and then they just want to go and party. And this is your idea, Dad. I hope you make it good.
Don't get me wrong. Your mother and I are so proud of you. Named 3 new species last year, but you don't even know the name of your roommate.
Oh yeah, what is my roommate's name? I think she's here somewhere. Although she doesn't really like the plants when they're covering her doorway and the bathroom and the.
Yeah, and you got to stop naming your roommate with Latin names, okay? I just think that's not a way to connect to people.
Oh, I know, but isn't she a perfect Panacea Canapa?
See, that's tough to put on an envelope.
Wait.
Edit.
Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I rushed here as soon as I could.
Well, I'm glad you made it here. You're just in time.
I took the elevator. I took the bus. It's just technology slows you up sometimes.
Well, I get that your technology slows you up, but
Yep.
it was really important that you make it here in time.
Well, I mean, I'm only like 45 minutes late.
I know, but getting tangled up in things, it's important to start it with the correct atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know yoga would be so time consuming.
Well,
Mhm.
it's important because you need to make sure that the stars and the moon all align correctly.
Really?
Yeah, it's important here.
Oh,
And
okay.
you get away into nature and you understand the greater side of things.
You seem to know a lot about nature.
Oh, it's a priority of mine that I stay focused.
Is that why we're meeting out here in the swamp?
It's important because these plants and the sun coming down, that's the best way to go ahead and do yoga as you can be at one with yourself.
I like to be at one of myself, but I don't want to be at one with a bullfrog.
Well, but this way you can let the plants help you focus and help support your body as you do things like the one-legged pose.
The
That's
one-legged pose.
important.
Am I supposed to be sinking when I do the one-legged pose?
Oh, but of course, that's the best way for you to be. That's why
Oh,
I'm so glad you're here with me.
well,
I mean, as we've been friends forever, I just think that's important that you see this side of me and that you can relax. And I've been worried about how you've been working so many hours lately.
well, thank you. And I must admit, it is quite a juxtaposition seeing you away from the mailroom like this.
It's a priority. The mailroom just doesn't allow you to focus the way the downward dog in the middle of a swamp is.
Edit.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you for interviewing me for this job at the daycare center.
Yeah.
Really,
You look excited and you're dressed excited. Yeah. I mean, I know. That flower pattern. I mean, it sparkles. The kids would love that.
just need to know how often during the day should I water them?
We don't water the kids. We have fruit juice at 10 o'clock.
Oh no, but I'm pretty sure. I think I've looked at these parenting books and things, and I'm pretty sure you're supposed to water them like a certain number of hours. I don't know, if they start looking dry or they start to wilt. Don't you?
You do know this is a nursery school for kids, right?
Sure, but the name of the nursery school is the Blooming Youth. I figured, it was really telling me that this is the place for me because I can do this.
Okay. I see on your resume it says that you're used to playing with small creatures and stuff, and I figured that meant kids because you're applying, but
No, but there's so much that kids have in common with plants. You have to give them good roots. Their roots have to be strong so so they can grow. And occasionally they have to be pruned, but that maybe I don't have to do it this.
No, we don't prune the kids. Marlene, look, no, I really appreciate you coming in and everything, but I'm a little worried what you would do to the kids. Your resume says that you're delightful, and people, I mean, even have a reference. You have a reference from Paul's nursery saying works really well with people.
Yeah, nursery school. Yeah, yeah, I do. I work well with people. Yes.
They're little people.
Little people.
No
Yeah,
problem.
little people, but they're growing. You have to nurture them. I brought my own fertilizer. It's an organic blend.
Edit and scene.
All right, everybody back up again. Yay! That was us, the Upside Down Players, and we are alphabetically.
I'm Jackie from Michigan.
John from Maine.
Jude outside Seattle.
And Cheryl from beautiful Milford, Pennsylvania, and clapping again for our coach, Adam Cawley. And thank you for joining us on this beautiful Sunday. I hope you got everything that you wanted for Father's Day. My husband got some cocktail shrimp from the place we went, but that's another story for another time. And up next, yes, I know who's up next. Do not question me.
I think it rhymes with get a room, Cheryl.
That's rhyming with get a room. And one of our lovely Upside Downers will also be there. So please stay. And then after that, there's a group called The Resistance, which I don't think you can resist. Thank you. Good night.